When did you realize your friend was toxic? When I realized I felt dread every time their message icon popped up. When he brought his totally cool friends over, and then they stole some of my stuff and he defended them. Backhanded compliments, also comments that she is amazing thinly veiled as a put-down, almost like fishing for compliments. I didn't want to hang out with her anymore when I realized I never felt good after spending time with her. I lived with her and realized one day on the way home from work that I had more anxiety about going home to her than anything else in my life. She also tried to talk about me to my boyfriend. She told me she was cheating on her husband, while laughing about how funny it was that her boyfriend would come over to the house and hang out with her husband and her and their newborn. After I told her that wasn't cool and we weren't friends anymore, she told everyone that I was sleeping with her husband and an abusive drunk. No to all. Happy ending. Dad divorced and got full custody. I got new friends. She tricked one of my friends that she was pregnant with their child, and used my phone to do it. She used to steal my phone while I was sleeping and text my friend, guy she hooked up with, pretending to be me, saying like is throwing up again this morning and various other pregnancy things to convince the guy. She was not pregnant and 100% knew she wasn't. She started copying me. Everything about me. It was something straight out of Single White Female. She started using my frequent phrases, tried to pick up all my hobbies, and started dressing exactly like me. The final straw was when she started getting really possessive when I would hang out with people without her and tried to turn me against all my other friends. We aren't friends anymore, but everyone tells me she's still obsessed with me and talks about how I abandoned her to anyone who will listen. When he kept on trying to jeopardize my sobriety, I would block his number, he would get a new one. I blocked him on all social media, he would create new accounts. I'm going on a year of being sober and to this day he stalks me and tries to get me to slip up. It's quite exhausting running from an abusive ex-BF/ex-dealer while trying to maintain my sanity and sobriety. Oh. And he was going to murder me. I wish he would just drop off the face of the earth. Meth is a drug. I never want to touch it or be around people that use it ever again. Edit, a word. Second edit. Thank you all for the love and encouragement. I would just like to add that. Yes, I am in therapy, and yes, I also attend substance abuse group therapy, and no, I will not contact the authorities. When she threatened to hurt herself if I didn't do what she wanted. She asked me if she could sleep over at my house one night. I told her no, since I had grandparents visiting the next day. She continued and tried to convince me to let her. She said that if I let her, she would stop cutting, but if I didn't, it would be my fault if she died. I didn't let her, I ditched her the same year. She's still alive to this day, hopefully. She has a girlfriend and is moving out of town soon. I started to realize that they're toxic after I felt that they're intentionally making me feel out of place because I can't join them when they want to hang out somewhere or get drunk. I'm not an alcoholic person and they make me feel bad for not joining them have fun. Most of the time, I don't also have enough money to go wherever they want to go, hence, calling me a killjoy. Now, they're starting to treat me as if I'm no one. Always the last option in the group. No one wants to go with me during lunch. They only notice me when they ask for help on a particular subject. It just makes me sad. It occurred to me I hadn't seen her post anything to Facebook for a while, so I checked and she had blocked me. I emailed her to ask what was wrong. Her response was a rambling, manipulative, domineering list of everything she thought I had done imperfectly for the past 2 years, attached to an ultimatum that I accept full responsibility and believe what I was told to believe. The most bizarre of them was when she declared that if I truly understood the basis of friendship, I would be a fan of Kanye West. Unfortunately, we had a wedding of a mutual friend coming up, so as much fun as it would have been to let her know how I really felt, I didn't want her making a scene at the wedding, so I bit the bullet and told her what she needed to hear and then cut her out of my life entirely. We went through together. She was bulimic and hurting herself, and I was always supporting her even though I was anorexic and 80 pounds and my body was physically not functioning. I would never ask about myself. She would stay in my house and sleep over during 5th through middle school. I switched schools then. I went to her best friend's party even though I do not like her at all. I went to her 15th, we hadn't talked in months or seen each other. I asked her to join my 16th. It was a small barbecue and she said no because she didn't want to force our friendship because I was her. This is the first time I had fully offered her to do something since we first met in Faith Guard. We were in 10th grade.